Grand day, amazing souls. How are you feeling? Today I come with a different one. So, I'm laying here in bed and I am attempting to go back to my resting place when boom, I am hit with this message. What was that about? Okay. So I'm laying here and spirit is allowing me to relate to my daughters, right? Because one of my daughters is a Cancer rising, and my other daughter is a Leo rising. One is light, one is dark. One is fire, one is water. They are the dual natures that I can learn best from. And I look at them as being what state of mind I was in when I had each one of them. And it's so crazy because this whole storyline ties in to what this message is about. This message is about finding balance, seeking balance, right? How to seek balance. So I'm laying in my bed and I was gone. I was in my travels. Around 1:45 a.m., my baby girl comes, "Mom, it's a bunch of ants." And I'm like, ugh. So I get up and see what all the fuss is about. And, we start cleaning up the it wasn't even a mess. But it's something that they were neglecting. We were neglecting. I can't even put it on them. Because I am the queen bee in the house, right? So I remember the last time I had ants was about 4 or 5 years ago. And ants, okay, they talk about that they are the epitome of that number 2 energy. 303, doing things together, right? When you see an ant is never alone. An ant is usually with the colony. They're moving and shifting, moving back and forth. You got a line of ants going one way and a line coming back the other way. And it's all about that teamwork, working together, right? The synchronicities are just synchronizing for me. My third challenge, which is my life's challenge, a number 2. The number 2 just works overtime in my life. Both of my daughters heavily associate with the number 2. And, it's important that we find some type of balance in life. And this is the message that I received, and I believe that I was supposed to also offer you the same message. It can also tie into doing things, because I keep hearing in moderation, for those who are overdoing things. So think of a scale, right? If you're tipping the balance one way and if you're tipping the scales to one side, then things are going to be imbalanced. And that's why they say do things in moderation. Everything must be done in moderation. So that ties into doing things with balance. one of the messages that I was getting, and this is a tip for me, and I'm going to share this tip with you as well. One of the messages that I received was doing things with mindfulness, right? When you're mindful, you're able to be aware of messages. You're able to be aware of things that are happening and going on in your life. You're able to be aware of synchronicities, right? You're able to hear things, see things, be aware of things at a much more sensitive energy because you're aware, right? And this was the message, the tip that I was given by Spirit just not too long ago, is to do something once a day. It could be anything. It could be doing your hair, it could be doing your nails, it could be doing dishes, it could be cooking, it could be writing. Once a day, do something without background noise. No phone, no text messaging, no music, no TV, no social media, just straight mindfulness, awareness. You know, what I'm hearing is straight appreciation. And all day long, this is what I've been hearing. It's not about the outcome. It's about the journey. The journey is what's important. Because I am in the middle of a huge project, and I've been in the middle of this huge project since March the 3rd. And there are times where I'm just like, I just want to get this done with. But doing this project is assisting me in healing certain things, because certain things are coming up along this journey of this huge project, and I'm grateful for that because I'm able to release some things. I'm able to be aware of some of the traumas and some of the things that are coming up. So anyway, this mindfulness, it brings the awareness to whatever is coming up, because we can miss certain things by not being mindful, right? So yeah, let's be mindful. Let's be more aware of where we are, what we're doing. Pay attention to the synchronicities around you. Everything around you is teaching you something, is a lesson for something, right? You can find beauty in all things. Just like those ants. I was, kind of a little ticked off because I'm like, I ain't had ants in a while, but remembering that these are familiars and they have their own purpose in this place, in this space, just as I do. And just because they're minute in size does not mean that their lesson is not huge, right? So really being aware and paying attention to the things around you. And, I believe this summer solstice is either just passed or coming up. So this will call in to usher in some decluttering, some cleaning for these new energies, because you have the 4 seasons. And I've said this a few times on this channel. Or maybe I didn't, I don't know. Look, I'm so tired, y'all. I had to get this message out or it wouldn't allow me to rest. You have the 4 seasons. So first you have spring. Spring is when things come up. And that might be why I seen that bunny rabbit, because things are about to go. So this is a fresh new start in spring. And spring starts when? March, the end of March. So then you have summer. Summer is the time that you nurture. Remember, a mother's love is warm, right? It is warm. It is embracing. It is everything that you want and every way you want to be. And that's why the summertime is that nurturing season. You nurture your plants. You water your plants. You give them much needed sunlight during the summer, right? And then you have autumn. Autumn is a time of reaping what you have sown. So if you have planted these beautiful flowers in the summertime, or these beautiful vegetables and fruits in the summertime, you planted, in the springtime, and in the summertime, you've nurtured them, you've talked to them, you've loved them, right? And then here comes autumn, when it's time to reap what you have sown. It is harvesting season, baby, okay? So you're going to harvest what you have sown. And then you have winter. Winter is where things go to die. And we must know what season that we're in, right? And just because it's summertime does not mean that it's not winter. You know how they say there's a reason and a season for everything? Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. So be mindful of what season you are in, okay? And I am ready to lay it down. Lay it down, lay it down. Okay? So if you haven't heard it today, I love you. I love me. I love us. I love we. Peace. Have an amazing rest of your day.